are here and we are ready to go. I don't know. I don't fucking know.
You should have been like, welcome to the Space Jam. all right.
Oh my gosh. I need to work on my intros, man. That would have been a great. That'd have been great.
That'll come along. It's gonna be that one greeting that you say, you're like, that works. I'm gonna keep saying that.
Oh, we tried something last week, didn't we? Yeah. Okay, you remember it.
And I'm Toya.
Okay, we're gonna do it again. Welcome to Two Snaps in a Circle. I'm Chevy.
And I'm Toya.
And we're here to
talk
about movies.
Yeah. The fact that we said the same thing but said something different. Okay, now we got it. Now we got something. Now we got something to work with.
Lord,
hey, everybody.
That was hard.
You say it. I do the movement. You introduce yourself. I introduce myself. Then you bring it back and saying we're here to movie review. Yep.
Yep. That's what we do.
We in there.
We do. Oh man.
Oh my God.
And how are you doing today?
I am good. It's been a fun week because the weather's been nice. So I've had a chance to, get out and ride my bike. I was a very avid bike rider, especially last year during quarantine. And I'm just picking up where I left off. So it's been fun getting back out there. It's crazy. Detroit was live. Detroit was live. They said, we know we not getting no 81 degree days anytime soon. So let us get all the barbecuing in. I mean, every little park we went past, it was occupied with people, things happening. Some people being safe, masked up. Some people just being like, I don't give it. So it's been a good week though. How about yourself? How you been feeling?
Just working. I haven't been able to enjoy the weather. I've been looking at it from inside. Yeah, but just found out today at my job that I don't have to wait 18 months to move into a different department. That's pretty nice, but I don't know where I want to go. So,
yeah,
whatever. I didn't know I was still going to be here by now. So,
yeah. You was like, y'all speaking future.
My future was different in another dimension. It was different.
Right. You get a job, you be like, I'm only gonna be here for like maybe 12 months, 12 to 14 months. And I'm gonna make my exit and go here.
It was like, oh, I'm still here. Now I have an opportunity to advance even further.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, yeah. I remember being like that at my job too, being like, oh yeah, you are supposed to move up.
Eventually.
But it's all part of the game. It
really is. But no, I just been working, chilling, trying to be consistent with exercising. But like I have been super freaking tired. So I have only exercised one day this week. So, I mean, it is what it is. But,
Surely. But get back on the wagon. Get back out there. Because, it's important. They say it only take 2 weeks to lose it. And before you know. What up, dog? Clark Nerd. Oh, we got Bashweiser in the building. What it do, Ashley?
Hello, you guys.
What's Strange Elements? Is that us?
Oh, yeah. So I created this thing where when someone says hey or any other things that I put in there, it speaks back to them just in case I miss them. And it says, what up, though?
What up, though? Which is what I would definitely say, which I feel like you would definitely say is
exactly.
Oh, we so happy y'all in the building. What it do? Oh, so I'll tell the people that, again, we're Two Snaps in the Circle. We do movie reviews, movie news, and just overall like movie talk and TV show and the entertainment itself. industry itself. And today we're doing Space Jam, where we decided to go with sports movies this month. And so this is our second week, and we're reviewing Space Jam. It shall be a nice, fun review, I believe,
Yes.
because
Yeah.
we have a lot to say about it. Just like in general, just
Just welcome to the Space Jam. It's
yeah.
your
Well,
chance. Do your dance at the Space
all
Jam.
right, all right.
Speaking of it, let me just show off my little collection back
Let
here
them
that
know.
I found in a bag in my closet. Uh,
That's nuts. That's
um,
so crazy.
we have this guy. I don't know what his freaking name is. I hope I don't go out of focus, so let me not put it close.
Yeah,
Because then I'm
that's
gonna have to leave and I'm gonna have to
you
come
ain't
back.
might believe it. Come back.
And why the fuck
It's
is
happening. You out of focus, girl. It's happening. No.
Who's gonna have to run the stream?
No, not in the
Okay, but
photo.
I'm gonna show these while
Yeah,
let
they
me
can
see.
see it. We can see it though.
Okay, this guy from the McDonald's when they had the Happy Meals that came out. I don't know what
Yeah,
this guy name is. And then this guy, y'all know who this guy is.
yeah. Everybody knows Bugs Bunny.
And this lovely Toon Squad hat that he came with.
Right, that boy kind of fly. I ain't never seen
Yeah,
that
I
before.
mean, yeah, look
Is
at
it
him.
supposed to be like a beanie?
It reminds me of the hats that
Oh, okay.
yeah,
Like a
like what
young paper boy.
yeah, Fresh Prince of Bel-Air type. You know, if you flipped it around the front, you would wear it with the flipped up brim.
Oh
Like,
yeah, like
you
those
know what I'm saying?
bicycle hats. They're like those
Yeah.
bicycle hats. Oh, you're back in focus as well. So you know
Oh,
you're
okay, all
doing what you're
right.
doing.
Let me just not get too close with these people. And then we have the Tasmanian Devil.
That's
But
my
me and Devin took his shirt off when we were kids,
and I was
and
just down.
now he just only got on his
Y'all,
pants.
y'all, y'all embraced his wild spirit and just was like,
Lemony
"Dad's
Fresh.
going shirtless."
Lemony Fresh. That's what we did. And then we have the Roadrunner. We have him. So when I was younger, and I have several more of these in the back. When I was younger, I used to go to the Warner Brothers store. When my
Mhm.
mama, she used to give me $30, and they had the 3 for 25. These people, and I used to buy them from the Warner Brothers store every time I got $30 because they was 3 for 25.
Just spent all your money. Just
Yeah,
spent a
pretty much.
whole lot.
And I have so many more of these in the back. I have like Yakko, Wacko, and Dot. I have Pinky and the
Oh,
Brain. I have
so good.
the Powerpuff Girls. I have Scooby Doo. I have so many more in the back. But yeah, these are the ones that make sense for today.
Mhm.
So I brought them out of the storage
That is
closet.
so dope. Like we were talking about that. Like me, Sharon does Chevy does Funko Pops. I follow like the sneaker resale world. So we understand how things work now, how things go viral, how they go crazy, how before you know it, like sports cards is a new thing now. And I was telling her before we came on, before we went live, like I believe when this movie comes out, and if already not right now at this moment, present moment, those things are gonna go. Some people are gonna start going through their old crap, pulling out old Looney Tunes, Toon Squad, Space Jam stuff, and being like, well, since the remake's out, since it's been 20 plus years, let's go ahead and sell this stuff.
Yeah, I mean, seriously. I mean, you gotta think about it. Like Space Jam was a big deal for us
A
growing up.
huge deal.
Black man, sports player, helping the
One
Looney
of the
Tunes.
biggest animation, like, bruh.
Like that's a big deal. That's a big deal.
It's such a big deal.
What up, Stacy?
What to do, Stacey? But yeah, so do you want to get on into it? That news, that's of the movies.
Yes, let's get into. Oh, before we get into the movie news, I would just
Hmm.
like to say anyone who redeemed channel points last week, I
Yeah.
refunded you because I didn't see them.
Mm.
So
Got them right back. You gave them.
so you can submit your channel requests in the chat, and this time I will see them and you can redeem them. Yes, but now we're just gonna get into movie news. I don't know why I just did that like tableau, you
Because
know. Like,
It's because it's that real out here.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so we got a little and a lot, a little bit, not a lot, but a little bit. You know that line from Bad Boys 2. He was like, I know a little bit about a little bit, but not a lot about a lot.
Yeah. 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 When they was interrogating him.
Yeah. Okay, I got a little bit about a little bit. All right, guys. So if you don't know, now you know. The second half of season 5 of Lucifer will release on Netflix on May 28th. Fun fact, I binge watched the first 5 seasons of Lucifer during the pandemic, and I stayed up almost every day until 4 o'clock in the morning because it was so good. Anyway,
if you didn't know, now you know. Mark your calendars.
It reminds me of Xena, so right up there for me. Vic Mensa will be why I put reassuring. I did not spell check. Vic Mensa will be a reoccurring character on The Chi, and the Brat will also make a guest appearance on that show as well. Ashley Benson from Pretty Little Liars and Spring Breakers will produce and star in a slasher film called 18 and Over. You know, love the horror films. A movie that does not have a trailer yet called The Tomorrow War, starring Chris Pratt, will premiere on Amazon Prime on July 12th. I don't know what the movie's about, but keep an eye out for it because maybe they'll drop a trailer.
Yeah, she did say the Brat, Stacy.
Yeah, the Brat. I said the Brat. I got her. I
should be interesting to see her in an acting role.
Yeah, I mean, has she ever done any acting?
I don't believe so, other than maybe like I bet you she's done like a cameo on a TV show, but she was probably herself.
Probably playing herself, yeah.
Yeah, like, so you know, I've never seen her, but she's
really.
But why would you say that? Oh my god, that is hilarious.
It's true.
But yeah, that's interesting, right? Who knew that could be such a she could be on a show like The Chi? It's such a serious drama. So I look forward to seeing her what she'll be doing.
True. Speaking of trailers that dropped, a lot of trailers dropped this week, and I tried to be less what I like this week on my Instagram stories and more about what the world likes. You know, I put all the trailers out there for everyone to see. You know what I'm saying? So, for me, that I'm excited about, the Loki trailer dropped. It's amazing. If you have not seen it, you should go check it out. Owen Wilson will be in that show as well. The third Black Widow trailer dropped. And if I wasn't convinced, which I was, to pay my $30 before, I'm definitely paying my $30 now. A movie called Monster, which looks very depressing, will be on Netflix. Jennifer Hudson is in it. And that one guy who's on Westworld, the black guy with the bald head who's in the Hunger Games. I can't think of what his name is right now.
I can't either.
He's gonna be in it.
Start with an E, I think. Really? Maybe not.
He's gonna be in it too. And it's about a black boy who's like a photographer and just a kid and like just a normal kid who gets caught up with the wrong crowd and he ends up in jail for something he didn't do. And it's like, yeah, that's what it's about. And ASAP Rocky is in it as well.
Nice. His name is Jeffrey White. Right.
Oh, wow. No, it's some E's in there, but
there's some E's in there. There's a lot of E's. I just knew it was something like Ed, Jeff, William.
Very regal.
Now she's singing to the monsters. It's just so funny. No, but it's true. Like I'm with Stacey sometimes. Like when you hear about people that you met them in somewhere else and they're acting in something. So you hear about the Brat, you like acting. You hear about Jennifer Hudson, you like acting. Like even though Jennifer Hudson gave us roles, right? You still just be like, what you gonna be doing, girl? Singing?
She gave us role.
No, she was Sarah Jessica Parker's assistant in Sex and the City. I think the first one.
All right. You're right. She gave us roles.
I'll accept it.
It passes.
All right.
Those Who Wish Me Dead trailer with OG Angelina Jolie dropped. We have not seen her in a movie in quite
That
some
in a
time.
long time, girl. Them kids are grown. You ain't gotta take care of them no more. At one point, it was like, okay, Angelina got like 7 kids. Of course,
But
she needs to.
also she had that double mastectomy too, and I think that
She
she felt unconscious. She
did.
felt very conscious about self-conscious about acting too.
Oh wow, I forgot all about that.
Yeah, she
She
just went on
does.
ahead and did it because her mom died from breast cancer at a young age.
Mhm.
So she just said, fuck it.
And especially being such like a sex symbol, and especially in the time that she was a sex symbol, and I believe also just as a woman too, I'm very sure that going through that was not easy at all. And the last thing you want to do is be on the road and press releases and all that crap.
Stacey,
So,
Stacey, stop.
Tracy, go home.
Don't go home. Stay. But you cracking me up, girl. You
She's saying things
No,
that
she doesn't. No, she doesn't
she doesn't.
anymore. And
She,
also, Christina Applegate had to get, I believe she had to get one.
one, yep,
Yeah,
yep.
because she actually did have breast cancer.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, that trailer looked stupid to me. Jarrell said he liked it. I just didn't get it.
I didn't see it, so
And it
I'll
wasn't.
give y'all
Don't see
my.
it. Don't see it.
Don't
The
do it. No.
the final the trailer for the final season of Pose dropped.
Oh,
It
yeah, no
looks like it's gonna be a lot.
polls.
Gonna be
they
a lot.
like we're gonna just give y'all everything. Since this is our 3rd season, we move like
It's gonna be a lot. I forgot that Billy. I was about to say Billie Eilish. Billy.
I felt that you were gonna say that too. I felt that I heard that.
That's why I just
It was
stopped.
like, it was like yeah.
I forgot that Billy Porter's character had got AIDS.
Mm-hmm.
I forgot he had got AIDS. Now it's about to be all about Billy Porter. That
Yeah.
scene where he was like,
Well,
I was just like, I can't.
well, which is interesting because it didn't. Of course, it doesn't seem as shocking to me because obviously we're watching this, so we're behind the scenes. So it's like we've known that his character had AIDS since the beginning of season 2. Like,
Well, keep in mind, I've only seen 3 episodes of Pose.
oh, okay, well, yeah, I mean, shoot, I wouldn't be surprised if we knew in season 1, but he just kept it a secret, and it kind of just slowly came out, especially after his partner passed. So. But I look forward to Suppose. It's been one of my favorite shows.
Wonderful. Second trailer for Cruella dropped, and if you weren't ready to pay your $30, I know I'm ready to pay my $30 now because that
I'm gonna get
trailer.
Chevy $5 because I'm gonna come over to her house and watch.
We can do that. That can happen. That's the thing. Yes, yes. Make y'all some money out here in these streets. You can have movies at home. A projector costs about $50 now. I mean,
money back quick.
Yeah, shoot. Provide the food and the drink, and you in there. You making you some money. But yes, no, that trailer looked amazing. If you haven't seen it, you should go check it out. It looks really amazing. I love the part where she hitting people with her little staff, and she said, "And I'm doing this all in heels."
Like if you didn't see, the swag is intact.
Devin was talking about this. He put "Stay Puff, Stay Puff." They released a I'm not gonna say a trailer, but like a scene. They released a scene from the Ghostbusters Afterlife movie that we all forgot about because it got pushed back because of quarantine, with lovely Paul Rudd with some gray hair in his beard.
I love me some Paul Rudd. That is a white boy that I like him.
Yeah, Paul Rudd.
I mean, he's funny.
Yeah, he doesn't. He ages like Pharrell.
For real.
Like, yeah. Paul
like you
can
let go of a white man that age like that.
No, you can't.
And his birthday was just like
3 days ago, something like that. Yeah, like he ages fine like wine, like But the trailer was the teaser like scene was basically of the Stay Puft Marshmallow men busting out of the bag of marshmallows and this whole elaborate scene. It reminded me of Crumpets when the gingerbread cookies were like fighting old dude from Anchorman.
Yes.
And it was so funny though. It was so funny. And yeah, so that was that. Then there's some show that they're releasing on Netflix called Jupiter's Legacy. It looks like a about these old superheroes that's still superheroing. And it reminded me of like a CW show in the first season before they get the budget to have good CGI and stuff. But we'll see. I'm not going to judge it. I don't know if I'm even going to watch it, but I just thought I would throw that out there for people who may want to go back and watch the trailer. Suicide Squad, they released the green band trailer. They released the red band trailer, but they released the green band trailer, and I would watch it now. I mean, I was gonna watch it anyway, but the green band trailer is better than the red band trailer to me. So if you haven't seen all of these lovely trailers that I just mentioned, you can go watch them on YouTube. You can go watch them on Rotten Tomatoes, Entertainment Weekly, IGN, The Verge, The Variety, all of these different websites that need to sponsor us. Yeah, you can go watch the trailers on any of those websites. So more movie news. Sylvester Stallone will not be appearing in Creed 3.
Which is interesting. But
yeah, I mean, I don't know because I haven't seen any of those.
Yeah.
Don't judge me, chat.
What? During sports month? Should make your ass watch it.
I mean, I have seen Rocky though. Yeah. I have seen that because it's like a classic. You have to see that. So new seasons of Atlanta. New season of Atlanta has started shooting. Guardians of Galaxy, the film, has started shooting, and will start shooting. I don't have dates for you guys. And also the Black Adam movie starring Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson are all starting to shoot. Now, see, this is the interesting news here. Warner Brothers will no longer be partnering with HBOmax as of 2022. The movies will be going back to theatrical release only.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah. There is a House Party reboot in the works by LeBron James's production company. Devin, don't scream now.
Don't go crazy.
Tanya, you like the first Suicide Squad for real? Like, for real? Maybe that movie is so bad to me.
Yeah, is this bad to you? What is it?
Well, the editing is bad. Like, it seems like just like how Viola Davis is underwater like all that time, and then when they get her out, she dry. Like, I don't get it. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't make sense.
Now you make me want to watch it.
Like Prince dry. Like when Prince was performing at the Super Bowl dry. Like yeah.
Lord have mercy.
Jarrell liked it too because me and Jarrell went to go see it together, and I was like, I hated it. He was like, well, I liked it, and I was like, well, hell, I don't know. I was like,
honey, I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah, she was dry too.
Lord,
all right. Yeah, it's on HBOmax. Definitely watch it. Okay, this is also big news because Warner Brothers is taking their movies off of streaming services as of 2022 and making them only be available in theaters. But Sony has just struck a deal with Netflix to release their select films on Netflix in 2022. Those titles include Morbius, which is a Marvel film. Probably Venom because the rights are still owned by Sony. Maybe even Spider-Man for what is it? Far From Home?
Far away from home where you want
maybe maybe we don't know because the rights because Marvel Disney and Sony struck a deal to bring Tom Holland's Spider-Man into the MCU, but
Mhm.
the rights for the character is still owned by Sony.
Yeah.
So that's a possibility. Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse 2 for sure. And yeah, so we'll be able to watch that on Netflix. I
Wow,
mean,
that's
Netflix is not about
interesting.
to start charging us more money. You know what I'm saying?
Most likely, yeah. Netflix, like, how can we come up real quick?
Oh no, there is never Prince slander here. I'm just saying how they gonna do that. Prince can only be the only one that can be in the rain and not be wet. That's Prince. Like you can't do that unless you are the man himself.
Yeah.
The myth, the legend, R.I.P.
It did come up like you were saying, like Prince is dry, like, but not like the rain was coming out and it didn't hit him,
Yeah, like
Like
no,
the
but
man's
everybody was
invincible.
confused. Everybody's confused how he was the only one dry.
The only one.
Yeah, because he Prince. That's why.
Well, I mean, Charlemagne the guy said he swear to God he was floating down the hallway when he came to visit the radio station. He said the man was floating. I swear he wasn't walking, he was floating. I was like, I really do think Prince is mystical to some
I
degree, like
mean,
mystical and magical, like for real.
I would not put it past him
At all.
So before we get into, oh wait, I gotta say my outro. That was boop, boop. I'm sorry. Okay.
Mm-mm.
Okay. That was boop 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 movie news. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. I messed it up and then I couldn't bring it back.
Oh man. Gandalf.
A lot of Gandalf references have been happening in my life lately.
Really?
I don't know what's going on. Yeah, we was talking about Gandalf Loki yesterday.
Okay.
Yeah, that was a thing that we were talking about.
Okay, that's funny. Yeah. Harry Potter though.
Okay, so I'm about to now. Y'all tell me if y'all can hear this when I play it, but I'm about to play the new Space Jam trailer, and if anyone hasn't seen it, we can all depict it, and then we'll talk about the original Space Jam film. Okay, that's what we're gonna do now. All right. Yeah. So I don't know.
Why you I don't know, man.
I don't know, man. I don't know. What do you think?
I immediately I was like, yo, was that Pusey? No, that's not Pusey.
No, that's the girl from Walking Dead.
Yeah, she's from Walking Dead.
And Star Trek.
Initially seeing it, well, I have to throw in the disclaimer kind of that I love LeBron James, so I'm kind of always here for whatever he's doing. I was very geeked when I first heard about this during the finals. And I mean, when he first went to LA, and like, I remember being like, Brown went to LA to make movies, like not to play basketball, but he got injured and stuff. But I was geeked. I was excited. We've been hearing about this since it's the inception of it. Like for the last 2 years, we've been wanting a trailer for the last at least 6-7 months, like since we were like found out that it was going to come on HBOmax. It wasn't going to come out in theaters. Well, it is now it is. But I'm geeked. I think it looks adorable. It reminds me a lot. It feels like the 2021 version of Space Jam. And then it's really what brought this on, because we really were supposed to review Dodgeball. And then I was like, I really want to watch Space Jam now. And Chevy, as I always love to remind her, that's our show. We can do whatever we want. And here we are. So I'm geeked for it. I love it. I love it.
Well, I mean, I don't know. I just don't know. I don't know.
Yeah.
Now, this comment is interesting. I mean, I like LeBron James as an actor. I enjoyed him thoroughly in what's that movie? Trainwreck.
Trainwreck. Yep, I believe so. I believe it was Trainwreck.
The Lady and the Man.
Yeah, I forget these people that were in the movie, but he was like a friend.
Amy Schumer.
He worked for him, right? He was
Amy Schumer. Yes, he was like a physical.
Played himself, right?
Yes, he did play himself. But Amy Schumer and his name escapes me right now. He was
Yeah,
a physical
I'll look it up real
therapist
quick.
or a doctor of sports medicine of some sort. But yes, he played himself,
Because
and
he plays on SNL and
I can't think what his name is right now, and I'm not
I
about to
ca
try.
Bill Hader.
Bill Hader. That makes
Bill
me
Hader.
angry. It should have been right on the tip of my freaking tongue.
Yeah, it was. You were just having one of those times. It's like an
No, I have
overload.
been having a hard time with actors' names, and it's making me feel like I'm crazy.
Yeah, you might need to go refresh or something.
I don't know what's going on.
Just look at the credits of every movie you watch now.
Jesus. But yeah, no, I really do like LeBron's Jamin. LeBron James
I
acting.
thought you were trying to be funny, but yeah,
No, I wasn't. I just
Jamin.
his
I'm gonna start
acting.
calling him LeBron Jamin.
And yes, Zendaya is doing the voice of Lola Bunny. So
Yeah,
that is dope as well
it's
because Lola was my girl back in the day.
mm,
I can't find my Lola
same.
Bunny stuffed
I know we gotta find the Lola
person.
Bunny. Where is she?
I
That's
don't
what it
know.
always happens to the one that you want the most.
Yeah,
But
I'm like, okay, here go Bugs, here go Taz, here go the blue guy. Where's Lola? Couldn't find her.
But off that note, that's what I'm geeked about now, where I'm like stopping the film and remembering, like, oh yeah, the Monstars were actual basketball players. So I wonder who some of these people are. I see a woman Monstar. I wonder, are they gonna change that name too? But I'm looking at it, I'm like, I wonder who that's supposed to be, or is that supposed to be, I'm thinking like, oh, is that supposed to be Joel Embiid, or is, I think one of the characters like Damon, I forget his last name. I'm about to call him Damon Stoudemire. That's an old basketball player. Damian Lillard. Thank
Oh
you,
yeah, Devin. Okay,
Cardinal.
Devin,
But
you all
yeah, so it's like I'm excited about seeing, hearing that Zendaya is doing Lola. Like, so I'm geeked to, hear all those familiar Looney Tune voices
oh,
as well as other characters coming in too.
thank you, Stacy.
Oh, it probably is Candace Parker and or like uh, somebody who's probably, it's either Candace Parker or somebody. It's this other WNBA player that's really huge too. But I forget her name as well. But yeah, I'm excited about that.
What I did like
Are
about
you?
it is the nostalgia of all the
Mm-hmm.
other characters that they brought in. It reminded me of like Who Framed Roger Rabbit and also Ready Player One. When that epic scene where they had the Teenage Mutant Turtles and Spawn and all those different characters, and you have to go back and rewatch it to
Yep.
see all the different characters. Like
Yep.
that's what I'm looking forward to the
Yep.
most. The final scene where all these different characters are. Rotten Tomatoes did like a little deep dive and they show pictures of
Mm-hmm.
some of the characters that they think are there. But some of those characters are like, I'm gonna have to see it for myself. Like, you're not about to
Yeah.
tell me the
Yeah.
crew from Clockwork Orange and Pennywise are in this group of people, like watching this
Yeah,
guy.
it's very interesting. I mean, I just noticed the second time that when he went through, he went past a world that said Game of Thrones. So now I'm interested to know what this world is like when he's like drop them to the rejects. First of all, how did the Looney Tunes become rejects? But I guess like in this world of 2021, I guess I could understand if you told some kids to go watch some cartoons, they're probably not gonna go tell them to watch some Looney Tunes. They'd be like, "What is this
No.
old?" It's like when we thought of Mickey Mouse back in the 30s and 40s. Like, I'm not about to watch these old cartoons. Like, ugh, it's stupid. But to
No.
us when we were kids, Looney Tunes was the shit.
I actually really like classic cartoons. Me and Devin used
Really?
to watch them a lot. My mom used to rent them over and over again because we liked
Mm-hmm.
them so much when we were kids.
Nice, nice. But yeah, the to my final say is that I'm excited. I'm excited to see what LeBron's gonna do. I'm excited to feel that nostalgia again, and I want to see if they're gonna do Space Jam right.
Yes, yes. And Jaden M29, thank you so much for following.
Thanks,
Welcome to the
Jaden.
Superstar Club. You are a superstar.
Hey,
All right, so you ready to get into it?
let's do this. You want to introduce it? You want to introduce the
Oh,
movie for a
girl,
little
I
bit?
was not ready.
Okay, I mean, if you, I can do it.
Okay.
It's up to you.
I'm not ready, girl.
All
I
right,
can't even see
cool.
my notes. They too small. I gotta make them bigger.
Well, good old Space Jam 1996 hitting you with the mid 90s out here. I mean, just a good time. I'm 11. It's feeling, I'm good. And I see this trailer come up, I'm geeked up. But this movie is about a desperate attempt to win a basketball match and earn their freedom. The Looney Tunes seek the aid of retired basketball champ Michael Jordan. Not Michael B. Jordan, Michael Jordan, number 23, Chicago Bulls.
Ah, oh my gosh, that's funny. No, but
And-
Tanya, you right though. I just want to piggyback off that. Some of them cartoons are definitely racist as hell from back in the day. Those
oh,
classic cartoons,
period.
because I watched a lot of them, and when I rewatch them now on YouTube, I be like, damn, this bit racist. Like,
This a little racist. But yeah, Space Jam is a classic in terms of the way that it was attacked, right? You have Michael Jordan, who just recently retired from basketball, nearly what people would say, what most would say at the top of his career, to go play baseball. And that's kind of used in the film. But along with that, they kind of, what I liked about it, they used the mixture of the world. They used a lot of Michael Jordan's pool with the NBA, being able to pull in actual NBA players and pull in actual athletes, which was really amazing, and mix them in with characters of, people who actually can act, like a Bill Murray, even though he plays himself, but he's just so great at
oh my
himself
god,
that you're just like, are you acting? But not really, but you're doing what you need to do for the film. And then the actor that plays Stan, I mean, unsung hero for real throughout the film. Just like Stan was the guy. You got Teresa Randall playing his wife, and I like that they use their real names. They use the real names of his kids throughout in the film, which I thought was interesting. They did the complete opposite for LeBron, but I thought it
really?
was cute that they named him Dom, so it kind of sounded like Brian.
I didn't know that, and I never paid because I don't know Michael Jordan.
Yeah.
His name,
So yeah, I'm
but
obviously I
you're the
know a little
basketball
bit.
person.
Yeah, I'm a basketball person. I know a little bit about Michael Jordan, and his son has recently been under fire for he owns a shoe store down in like Florida, connected to like Disney World or something like that, called the Trophy Room, where he basically sells his dad's shoes.
Oh,
And he had relationship with Nike. They had this crazy situation happen where they were like backdooring a whole bunch of shoes. But yeah, I thought it was cool that he used his son's real names in this film. So it like really felt like Michael Jordan's like, I ain't gonna do no autobiography, like, I mean, y'all not gonna do no biopic on me, but I'll give you Space Jam. Like, I'll run around some fake some aliens.
oh man. But no, the start of the movie is like, I think we should just get it out of the way and just express how immensely important the soundtrack is,
Oh man,
especially during the 90s. Like this soundtrack is up there with like the Soul Food soundtrack and the Wait
yes,
and Exhale soundtrack. Like
yes,
this soundtrack is,
award-winning, nominated, like classic.
yeah, it's only ruined by, you know, the one
Yeah,
guy who,
the one man that we refuse to mention by his whole name, but he
yeah,
sings, and
yeah, he made
he
I
sings
Believe I
the
Can
song,
Fly.
and it. I booed. I
I'm
booed.
not gonna say what I did. We just.
I booed when it came out. I said boo, 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 boo. And
But
as
the
soon as
song go with the movie so
it
well.
goes so well. I
Okay.
will say, unfortunately, I still got the chills from being like, oh man, I love this movie, and
Yeah, like
it was such a great song. And man, I remember this ever used to be everybody's graduation song. It brought back great feelings. I'm
yeah,
just so sad that it's connected to somebody who's done something so horrible, and just kind of like, kind of just a little bit of a stain. But that's a reflection of him, not this film, not what happened, and not the legacy that we are trying to build now with the new Space Jam. So,
right. As long as
but
nobody does anything years from now.
this movie is like really straight. I tried to like just keep going, and I couldn't. You crazy.
I mean, shit. The movie came out in
It came
1996.
out in
What the hell?
1996.
What the hell? People do stuff. How they was
Yeah.
supposed to know?
How are we supposed to know?
Even
How
though,
we had no idea.
even though
No
they
idea.
say,
But the one thing that we did know is that we loved us some Michael Jordan, and whether you hated him or you loved him, you probably knew about this film. You heard about this film. Somebody in your family went to go see this film. Everybody was talking about this film. Kids came back to school that next day. And my gosh, like just in retrospect after watching this, I'm thinking about what a sale this was.
oh, definitely. These people are from McDonald's. They sold her. They had whole stuffed animal people that you got with your McDonald's Happy Meal. Like, come on. Like,
yeah, you got to see it, Jaden. I think you would like, depending on your, depending on, not depending on your age, but you know, maybe you might enjoy it because that's what we were talking about too as an adult. Like,
I would
how,
like to know this opinion of someone who has
I,
never seen the movie
I
as
would
an
love
adult
to know.
watching it.
Exactly. I would love to know the opinion. You're 21, so you're right there at the edge. You're right there at the edge of, you know, like Gen X and Gen Z and kind of being a millennial. But it would be very interesting to see what an adult would looking at that movie, the way that technology has progressed, maybe how you feel about Michael Jordan and, you know, the things that have happened in the world and having a perspective like the way we are. Because the way I feel like I'm about to talk about this movie is like
it's the best thing since
it's
sliced
the best
bread.
thing ever. Like laughing, enjoying myself. Like, really, you're right. The film opens up, you do whatever
You
you
start
do. You have
dancing like this. You wanna jam and welcome to the slam. Come on and jam if you wanna jam. You wanna slam and welcome. That's how you do. That's how it starts. And you just be dancing that whole time.
Get up.
You gotta real jam going down. Welcome to the stage jam.
All right.
That's what happens.
But yeah, okay. So we talking. We might as well keep talking about the music. Should we just keep talking about the music?
No, we talk about the movie.
Okay.
So that's the opening. We covered it because that's basically what happens.
Yeah.
And it's like a montage of Michael Jordan being Michael Jordan, and then like him retiring, and now he's playing baseball and he sucks, but everybody's like, "Oh, you're great because you're Michael Jordan."
Mm-hmm.
I'm tired from all that dancing.
Yeah. It was like mixed reviews about it, where it's like, Mike, go back to basketball, or you're not doing so well. And then you realize that like at home, his relationship at home is, you know, it's affecting him. The baseball is affecting him at the crib. You know, his son is playing and he's not getting over well. So it's like, I suck, but my bad stuff is all over TV. It is affecting me. I do feel some type of way, but I still have to be like a good dad and be like, son, you can do it. Chip her up. Like,
yeah, actually his son was like giving him advice on his
right. Like, maybe you should lean into you. Maybe you should like, you know what, son, you got me on that one. But it's just, you know, you're going along and you're like, real people, humans. This is cute. You're seeing this live. It's fun. You're like, you never seen Michael Jordan like this. I mean, initially, I'm just like, wow, MJ is not a bad actor.
Yeah, but that's what I said too. Watching it now as an adult, I was like, he's definitely better than Ray Allen. He's definitely better than Ray Allen.
Way better than Ray Allen. So, and this is around the same exact time. This is like maybe like 2 years out from the film with Ray Allen, or around the same time. So it's just like, dang, this is why he's MJ.
We have a visitor.
Hey, Pepper. Hey, Pep. I think Pep knows. It's like when that light come on when she's sitting right there. It's time for me.
Oh my God. Okay. Get down.
Down. But just initially it's just like, oh wow, MJ's not a bad actor, so on and so forth, right? And then it happens. Like it clicks. It's just this switch over, and and you see that something interesting is going on in a whole nother world universe than this right here. And that's when we're introduced to the bad aliens,
Right,
and they're talking about like, just, hey, they bored, we need some entertainment here. What can we do?
right,
And the idea is to have some entertainment, and they think to go get the Looney Tunes.
right, right, right. I never realized that Danny DeVito plays the main alien guy.
Yeah,
And this movie moves very fast, so
so
everything
quick.
happens super fast. Like, I don't even know if it was 2 days, like that all of this happened in.
Honestly, because it's very similar to how I was feeling in Musical Monday, March. Like, where are the parents watching these children? Does anybody care? That's why Stan is the unsung hero, because he was the only one who gave a damn about where Michael Jordan went. But now I actually feel like I do want to, like, but no,
That's
time
true.
definitely passed according to what was happening in the world of the basketball players. Like,
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I don't know.
yeah, it's hard to know. Let's say it's maybe been about a week, but it's like, damn, his
I
wife
don't
never
know.
was like,
I don't think it was a week though. I think it maybe was 2 days.
maybe it was 2 days. I would love to try to go back and like figure out how long it actually was. And I wouldn't be surprised if we don't find that information if we dug a little deeper on the internets. But initially I'm just like, this is really fun. This is so good. The way they did a great job of switching back and forth and making it make sense. Like, you didn't feel like you were watching two different movies. You didn't, when they went from, human actors to like the animation, you never felt like they were quality dropped. It was all very even and
Oh
stayed.
yeah, that was top notch Looney Tune Warner Brothers. I mean, that, like, from the time you got to Moron Mountain to the time the aliens came down and Bugs
Mm-hmm.
Bunny met them, and it was this whole little scene of them and he trying to play them like they stupid. It just looked so beautiful. Like, I
Yeah,
was just like, this looks so freaking great. And in
yeah.
comparison to the new trailer, the animation is not as good.
I agree. And as hyped as I am, um, I really, it's kind of how everybody's not feeling how all of these Disney movies are live action now. We're just like, dang, man, it's just not the same. It don't hit the same. And this animation for the A New Legacy doesn't, I don't believe it's going to hit the way that this animation does. That animation just feels so much better. I can't, I really can't explain it. It just feels better. I feel like maybe I'm being an old head. Like,
No, and I mean, I'm okay with the 3D, like, because it's the interwebs. It's like you're diving deep into the interwebs, this
right. It's just more
legacy.
dynamic. Yeah.
But that whole scene of him going into Looney Tune world where he was actually a cartoon, LeBron James, the colorization and everything looks so much better in the original Space Jam. And it's like, with technology being the way it is, why did we downgrade the animation?
Yeah. I feel like that's such a great point. This is just how they go back and fix up Toy Story, but it still looks the same. It doesn't, you didn't change it to look like what a Toy Story looks like now in 2020. And I feel like that may be a place where they really dropped the ball, being too good. Like, being, I mean, even Daffy makes a statement about, him, Michael Jordan, saying like, I got to get back to Earth, I got to get back home. And he's like, oh, to 3D land, like, they understand that they're not dynamic, that they are not these 3D beings. They understand that we live in a different world. And I wish that they had held on to that instead of making them kind of like how the Rugrats animation is looking, where it's like,
Yeah,
damn, why y'all
yeah,
do that? Why y'all do that?
yeah.
But so look, we could just get to it. MJ gets, like, well,
Kidnapped by
first of all,
the
the
Looney Tunes.
aliens go and take the powers of NBA stars, which I love basketball scenes where they're actually hooping. It felt good. I mean, I'm seeing like old players, like they use actual NBA players for this, which I'm sure was so fun to direct and do, right? And the aliens steal the powers of these great basketball players in the
Yeah.
game.
Yes, why they playing? So what? Patrick Ewing,
Patrick
uh,
Ewing, Charles Barkley,
Charles
Muggsy
Barkley, Muggsy
Bogues,
Bones,
Larry
and
Johnson,
you
and
got it.
Sean Bradley. You
You
know I
got it.
got it. You know I got it. It brought back all the memories. Like I used to have a Sean Bradley basketball card. Like it was real for me. And so yeah, they steal the powers of them, and now they're ready to go up against Looney Tunes because Looney Tunes is like, we don't want to be enslaved, which I have to say, hearing the word slaves, enslaved so much, it was a bit triggering. And it really was one of those moments like, I don't know if you would really hear slaves. I know I just said it 5 times my damn self, but it it felt a little funny where it felt a little like, dang, slaves, you know?
But that's why the story is different in this one.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So I knew that that was one of those things where I was like, they can't do that now because you can't be playing around with that word or that idea because that's what they wanted to do. Those aliens wanted to capture them and bring them in for entertainment. So
Oh
that
yeah, and they did have Michael Jordan in
they
chains.
had Michael Jordan in chains because at the end they wager, Michael Jordan, like, if I win, then you can have me. You don't take the
Yeah,
Looney Tunes, you can
yeah,
have
that,
me. And they
that
had
I
him,
didn't even.
ball and chain. And they did that to Bugs in the earlier
Yeah,
rendition
I didn't even
too.
think about that. But a movie. Well, they didn't do him like in like his regular 3D body,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
like it was a cartoon
it was
rendition.
a
But
cartoon,
still,
but
oh gosh, oh
for real,
yeah,
I was
oh.
really like,
Mm.
it made me feel some type of way. I ain't gonna lie. And if in low key when Bugs was pleading to Mike, like, help us because we don't want this to happen to us, which is the only time you see Bugs Bunny lose his cool. Other time he mostly cool, calm, and collected. The way he was describing being enslaved by the aliens felt like slavery.
Yeah, I mean, well, yeah,
And
exactly
I
what
was
it was
like,
gonna be.
oh, they can't be talking like. So Mike gets they bring Mike down to help, and then it begins, and Mike is in their world. Like, so how did you feel about that? Like,
Well, I mean, looking at it now, it actually still pretty looked pretty good, and it held up well. I think,
mhm.
like, I think they did a good job of doing that back then. I think they did a really good job of bringing him into this whimsical
Yeah,
place with these
yep,
crazy characters and making him fit in that world. I think they did a good job of that. But I was going to ask you, um since because the reason why they went and got Mike is because the aliens transformed and now they super huge
right.
monsters
Hmm.
instead of the dream team, we the mean team.
Yeah.
Who was your favorite alien before the transformation and after?
Oh, that's a good question. It would probably be the dingy one that was like cockeyed and I was like,
This
dead.
one.
Yeah,
This
yeah.
one.
Yep, the Sean Bradley took over. Yeah. I don't remember their names as the smaller aliens. I just only know them as what the basketball player they took. So you knew where my mind was at. But yeah, that was probably my favorite one. And the one that took over Charles Barkley
Yeah,
body, the short pudgy one.
yeah.
Like,
Who was like the leader?
yeah.
Yeah, I like the blue
Yeah.
one too. He was funny.
Yo, for real, for real. Yo, oh, you need the I hate slavery clip from Instagram. Real talk. Yo, like, yeah, I'm surprised this movie, that's what we were saying. Like, we were surprised that I Believe I Can Fly wasn't taken out of the film, but we're thinking that as it gets closer, at least I'm thinking as it gets closer to the new second one, more people are going to start watching Space Jam and start making noise about probably certain things. Cancel culture is going to probably come out during then.
I mean, if it's only to remove I Believe I Can Fly,
Mm-hmm.
even
I
though
think,
what would they put right there?
what would they put right there?
They gonna have to just have somebody else sing it. That's what I was, because when I was watching the movie, I said, what if instead of removing a song, they just have somebody else come and
Mhm.
sing I Believe I Can Fly?
Plenty,
But I can't
plenty of
even
people
think of
can.
anybody who can sing it. Because one thing
Man,
about the man who shall not be named is he couldn't sing the best, but he couldn't sing that bad. And it's
but
not
he
a
sang
lot of
the hell out of that
singers
song.
that can sing that not good, but that not bad.
Yeah. Let me yeah, yep, you nailed it. This is yep. Neo or Charlie Wilson. Could you imagine Neo or Charlie
Oh
Wilson
my
singing I
God.
Believe I Can Fly? They'd be doing too much. Neo would be so excited. He would have a dance number. Like, ugh, like nobody even asked.
Yeah, no,
Nobody
Neo
asked
can't sing it. He
Neo.
gonna be doing too many ad libs.
Yeah. So I'm trying to think of like specific scenes that I can pull out. Well, I enjoyed and laughed my ass off with Bill Murray and them golfing and him like talking Mike and them into like, yo, you should let me. Larry Bird actually wasn't that bad of an actor either for the little
No.
he was doing. It boded well with Stan, which I don't know the actor's real name, but he plays the fat guy in Jurassic
You talking
Park,
about Jurassic Park guy?
legendary. Yeah, and he does a great job of being that type of assistant, that type of guy where you're just like for real.
Why can't I find his
I just
name?
enjoyed that whole scene. I love all their dynamics and stuff like that. And then, like we said, the part where
His name
Michael
is
Jordan,
Wayne Knight.
Wayne Knight, shout out to you, Wayne Knight, when he gets brought down into the hole to the Tooney Room.
Oh, yes, that's a great part. And Bill Murray was like, "What kind of camera is
It
that?
was,
Don't don't point that
and
camera
then
at
he
me."
pointed to it,
Yeah, he's like, "Don't point that camera
and
at
like
me."
flashes. He that had me dying laughing. That
Bill Murray
had
plays
me
himself the best. Like I feel like
the best.
his scene in Zombieland where he get killed is like one of the best film scenes, like
Period.
comedic scenes ever. Like I
Period.
almost got kicked out the movie theater when that scene happened. People was pissed off at me because I could not stop laughing. I could not stop. And I was loud as hell. I mean,
Right,
Bill
it
Murray
just
is amazing.
he's so good. And really, when you didn't see him anymore, I was like, when is he coming back? And then, all my memories come back where it's like, oh, he doesn't come back into the game and so on and so forth. And I mean, look, this movie had endorsements all over it too.
Oh, hell yeah.
From
Did you see them
McDonald's,
Space Jams? Did you see?
Nike. Did you
Yeah.
see the Space Jam Jordans? Like he advertised 2 Jordans.
And what was
Like,
the other Jordans he had? It was the
oh,
navy
the first
blue, the North Carolina ones, wasn't it?
yes, so the very first ones he had on, those were 9s. I just know I don't know like the names. Obviously, the second ones that he played in the actual game, they call those Space Jam
Space
11.
Jams, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, but
But I think
those
them was
first
the
ones,
North Carolinas with the navy blue and the Jordan
mm-hmm,
symbol is
yeah,
light,
like the
the baby
UNC
blue.
Tar Heel.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
So yeah, it's just a huge endorsement for everything that Michael Jordan was connected to financially or contractually. It was in that film.
yeah.
Everybody had on Nike. Everybody had on like
A
the
Toon Squad jersey
Toon
that was
Squad
made by
jersey
Nike.
made by Nike, Jordans made by Nike,
I never actually got my Toon Squad
like
jersey. I wanted a Lola Bunny one, and I never got
Gatorade,
one.
just all of that, for real, for real. I thought it was interesting when Lola got introduced into the scene, and it was like the sultry music came in, and she was kind of looked at as a sex
Doll, don't
symbol.
call me doll.
Don't call me doll, even though I'm throwing this bunny ass at you. Like, girl, if like, maybe you'll stop being sexualized if you stop throwing that bunny ass around.
Oh, but speaking of that, that was my next question. Who was your favorite Looney Tune before the game
Mm-hmm.
and during and after the game?
Ooh, that's a good question. Well, I've been a huge fan of Bugs and Taz, like equally. Well, no, Taz a little bit more. So that was like before, like huge fan of Tasmanian Devil. Then as like the game started, I would say like Lola because she, girl power. She was out there hooping.
She's the only one who could play
She
basketball.
was the only one that could really, really hoop. And then after it was over, probably Bugs Bunny for just being a great leader. I mean, hey, him and Daffy are the ones that went and got MJ. So if it weren't for them, but I'm sorry, Daffy had me cracking up. Daffy had me
Oh,
laughing.
Daffy! Oh my God! All his little lines on the
He
back
is a
end about like
star.
when they was in the house and they was talking about about the memorabilia. Why don't we ever get no money off of that? And then
Yeah,
he was like, "They said no."
he was like, do you see that stuff? Like that was a moment of endorsements. I'm like, bruh.
I actually, I so I'm gonna just say this.
Yeah,
I
what was
started
yours?
watching The Nanny, rewatching it on HBOmax this week,
Mm-hmm.
and I am enjoying the fact that now I'm an adult and I can actually get the jokes that are made for adults, and
Yeah,
watching that movie as an adult and
yeah,
hearing all the things that were made for adults in that movie just gave me so much joy
for
because
real, for real.
Daffy Duck was like
He was
that
hilarious,
person that just literally complains about everything, but he be on to something.
but he
But
be on to something. Like for real, for real. Like, are we thinking here, people? Like,
like,
I
where's
think
my endorsement deals?
this
Where's
is,
my trophies?
and
Like,
this is why I am convinced that like Bugs Bunny and Daffy Duck are both like Bugs is a white man and Daffy is a black man because Daffy brings up things that he brings up the unfairness of stuff and like why do things work like this where Buzz is just like, well, everything is grand for me. I do what I want. I always have carrots. I can move and go around wherever I want. Everybody loved me. So I don't know what you're talking about. And he just always finds a way to make it seem like Daffy tripping. He's just a complainer.
okay, y'all.
Everything's all
But
right.
this my dude though. This my dude though.
He do ride for his homie. He don't turn against him. They are like the quintessential like the black and white friend.
Yeah, pretty much.
The black guy and the white guy friendship duo.
Oh,
But
my
yeah,
favorite characters, right?
yes.
Well, always and forever, Tweety and Lola. Period.
Oh,
That's it.
Tweety was the best in this movie.
When that man hit Tweety when I was a kid, oh my God, you
He tore
talking
you
about?
up?
Oh, it tore me up, child. I was very distraught. I was very distraught.
Oh
Okay,
baby.
I
Cause
was
you
like,
cause you could feel it. Like I will say I could only imagine what I felt as a kid. Even as an adult, I was like, that had to hurt. I get that they're in the Looney Tune world, right? And they can bounce back, but that's a
like,
small little
yeah,
bird.
how you gonna do
How
that?
you just go?
Knock him out like that?
It just wasn't
Just
nice.
disrespectful as hell.
Dude, but the one character, that little small voice character,
Oh my,
first of
the
all, I've
mouse,
never seen to this day, I've never seen what cartoon that character is from.
the
But I just
mouse.
know that one moment from that mouse. Because it's not Fievel.
No, it's not. I don't know who it is. I don't
I
know
don't
who it is.
bruh.
But he's
And
like,
my
I'm a
mom
good
said,
basketball.
and I'm good at basketball. And my mom said I should play basketball. Do you like basketball? I went here and sometimes I love things. Like that.
It reminds me of the mouse from Tiny Toon Adventures
Yeah.
who sneezed really loud,
Yeah. Yeah.
but not that guy either.
Yeah. That is hilarious. Oh my God. One of my favorite scenes during the basketball game is where the Charles Barkley monster, the shorts get stripped away and that booty be just you could just imagine as kids just being like, look at that booty, a booty.
My favorite
Animated
scene was
cartoon booty.
when they started wrecking everybody after they made the deal that if
Yeah.
Michael Jordan, if they lose, if the Toon Squad loses, then they'll all go and Michael Jordan will go too. But if they
Yeah.
win and they got to get their powers back, and they started crushing them, and then it's just that scene of them all on the sideline, and then you got like what's the foghorn leghorn, and he is a chicken. And then at the end, you got the witch giving tasks like, see, I mean, what is that? Clear
Oh, I can't think of it right now either. God
and
dang.
then his chest lights up with like a restaurant theme on it, and like, oh,
It's
I'm
stuff like
sorry, that
that.
movie had me dying laughing. I was
I
dying
was
laughing
cracking up.
as a age that will not be named on this right now person.
I
Okay,
don't give a
as a
damn.
grown woman, that's what
As
I'm
a
gonna say.
woman, right? As a
As
grown
a
woman,
grown
I
woman's
was
age.
cracking up. I was cracking up. I thought it was so it again. It just felt good to laugh at things that you're actually supposed to think that are pretty hilarious and funny. And I enjoyed that. The most about that film is that not only did it bring that nostalgia to me, but I want to say that if I'm the person that I am and I just so happen just went my whole life not ever seen Space Jam, or maybe like getting to this age and not remembering a lot about it, maybe I've just seen it once, uh I think I would have enjoyed it. I think I would have, because it was moments like that, the Bill Murray, seeing actual basketball players, Michael Jordan's acting, Stan from Jurassic, well, I'm sorry, Wayne Knight from Jurassic Park. Like, I felt they did a great job. The endorsements, things that you heard were things that you heard before, shoes that you wanted, clothes that you wanted, drinks that you drank. I mean, it just felt like somewhere I had been before.
Yeah, it took us back to a simpler time.
A way simpler time, man, where all you just wanted was a toy and your Happy Meal. Just
Pretty damn much. But did you notice, like, I'm so tired of like watching movies and then remembering quarantine. Like, we're quarantining all the stadiums. It's like, oh, quarantine.
yo, that is so true. Like watching shows like watching a movie like I Am Legend, or the one movie about literally a disease spreading through. Hearing or just anytime, you're right, or like watching Independence Day and hearing the words quarantine, just it's triggering.
Yeah,
And
it definitely
it was the
is.
fact that when they pull out the gas mask and they're pulling the curtains over the
It's
forum.
like, ha ha ha, but no, like,
Uh-huh,
no, y'all thought
right.
that was like funny.
Uh-huh,
No,
uh-huh,
it's not.
uh-huh. We actually was locked down.
Yeah,
We
like,
actually do wear masks, sir.
yeah.
And some people were wearing masks, gas masks like that out in the world. And some people are legitimately still very scared, just like that. Not Detroit, but some people are very scared, just like that, to take their asses outside because COVID is real. That everything that's going on, it's real out there. Yeah, I agree. Hopefully it gets better soon too, Jaden. But it was a healthy reminder of what 2020 was for us in here. What, this 20 years later.
Right. So I had another question. Do you think that the new Space Jam can match the epicness of the classic Space Jam?
I think the clear cut answer is no. Uh, they're gonna try. I mean, we're already talking about it from the trailer, trying to pull in certain people, you know, uh, expanding the world, because that's what I was trying to catch on to in this Space Jam, where it was like looking in the back, like, did they use people from other stuff? And I mean, I know Disney would never let them use any of their characters without running a check, but trying to look at all the other Looney Tune characters or what they
Hanna
use.
Barbera, probably, if
Yeah,
anything.
yeah, just being like, oh yeah, all those worlds are connected, looking in the back, trying to see. And I believe that unfortunately the new Legacy one, they're going to do team too much.
Mm.
For instance, the Pennywise, and bring in people that really they would be there. And that's why I'm interested to see how this is gonna play out and how it's gonna make sense. But I guess my short answer, clear cut answer, has to be no, because I mean, I'm sorry, I just feel so strongly about this film. Not even LeBron James, one of my favorite, like my favorite. He's really my favorite basketball player. And MJ was my favorite. And he's really like I mean, I believe that MJ is my true GOAT, but I really love LeBron James, like truly, truly do. But I don't think he's going to be able to top him with this film. It's just going to be a film for this time. You know, it's going to be cool. It's going to be cool, but I don't know if it's going to really do what it's. I don't know if it's going to give what it's
What
supposed
it's supposed to
to
give. Is it gonna get? Is it gonna get? Now, if I have to be like, it didn't give what it's supposed to give. I don't want to have to say that. I want to
I
have to
don't want
say
to.
it was cool for
Yeah,
what it was, but it wasn't all that. I'd
yeah.
rather
I
say
don't
that.
want to say that either, and I hope that it. You know, I hope that it can just be its own thing. You know, the idea that even its title, Space Jam, a new legacy. Like, hey, we found a way to take this amazing thing, right, and bring it on over here. And so I'm hoping that they can accomplish that piece.
Well, we shall see. If anything, I say that the nostalgia of it all probably will get my ass.
Yeah.
Seeing all those other characters and stuff like that, that'll probably be what's gonna get me. Because I wasn't feeling the trailer until I started seeing all the Flintstones and all the other
Mm-hmm.
different characters pop in, because it just
Mm-hmm.
reminded me of all those movies. I mean, my favorite scene in Who Framed Roger Rabbit is when he goes to Toontown and you see Mickey Mouse and you see all these different
Yeah.
characters. Like, I think that scene is amazing.
I haven't seen that in
Just, I
years.
mean, oh, we need to watch
I
that.
want to say, I think we should watch that. Fun
Or
fact: my aunt called me Roger Rabbit. Oh, at least until I was 10.
why? Because you like the movie so much.
I used to have two like braids, like hairstyle that went like this, and sometimes one of them would do a little bunny, like rabbit type of thing, and then I had the two front teeth. Had the two front teeth. I was very new to my, so I looked like a little rabbit, and she used to call me Roger Rabbit. Roger Rabbit. It was a very you know, like one of those I'm trying to be mean, but I'm also being loving with it. Like,
Yeah,
I'm
like my cousin
teasing.
who called me Heavy Chevy. I had to tell her stop calling me
Yeah,
that.
you gotta stop that. I get that it rhymes. If I
But
was
no.
a bodybuilder, maybe this would work, but I'm not. So
Yeah,
don't
I
call me
mean,
Heavy Chevy.
I'm a grown woman now. Heavy Chevy is
Right.
kind of triggering.
Yeah, exactly. And I think of my aunt will try. She is try. Aunties are something else, because every once in a while she will try to hit me with a Roger Rabbit, and I'm like, I grew into my teeth.
And
Lady.
I'm not heavy. I'm me. I'm just, I got some stuff.
I'm not heavy. I'm just Chevy.
Yeah, my titty's heavy, but
We can say that. We can say that.
them things is heavy, okay? I can't
Right.
even lie about
Heavy,
that.
heavy. Look, y'all, eventually they obviously win the game. Like, you know, they only are
Oh yeah.
cartoons, man. Yeah, we was talking about Space Jam. I forgot. Uh but yeah, they play this amazing game. Like at one point in time, it seemed like Looney Tunes, they not coming back, bro. The Toon Squad they
I mean,
spent.
if I was a kid, I would have been panicking.
I would have been worried. They were down by
Very
like
worried.
1 or 2. It was like 10 seconds left. They were going to have to forfeit. This is the only time you realize that there's a referee.
No, Marvin the Martian had been there.
But this is the only time you realize that there's a referee.
What about when they hit him in the face? Because he
when
said
did that happen?
it happened before that. The orange guy, Marvin the Martian was telling him a rule, and he elbowed him.
You're right. But I'm like, they were still getting away with a lot of.
He was letting them get away with a lot.
It's like you forget, you know, like it's like, were y'all playing a pickup game or were y'all like?
He was being very loose with it. Marvin the Martian was being very loose with it.
Right, you know, he's moving around like this, so
yeah, they let him.
It was only one of them. I done played a game with one referee, and it's hard. They're not gonna see everything. So
girl, I thought you was about to say you played a game with Marvin the Martian. I was about to be like, how? I was like, did you go to Toontown? Like,
I too have been to Toontown.
It was a grand experience.
It was a great experience. I loved it there. You know, I got ran over by a road runner and an Acme truck.
And I ran into a fake tunnel a
And I
couple of
ran
times.
into
Oh
Oh my
man.
gosh. But, of course, the good guys win. Everything goes back to the way it's supposed to be. The basketball players get their powers back.
And the aliens overpowered Dan Aykroyd and sent him packing. And
They said bye-bye.
they stay with the Looney Tunes.
They said bye-bye, and just, the inclusion, the welcoming that the Toon Squad gave them, it's just like speaks to being a good person, even when you don't want to be a good person, because you have to remember too, Looney Tunes, like the Toon Squad, they were like being like, we're gonna play basketball against y'all little selves, we're gonna beat y'all. I mean, but they were doing the right thing, so they didn't, have to be slaves to them. I understand. I would pick something that I could beat you very easily
Hell
and do,
yeah.
but they weren't being nice about it.
No,
They
they
definitely weren't
definitely
being
were
nice
not.
about it. They weren't being nice about it. And I thought it was interesting, this movie just reminded me what the different times that we're in now. Being able to call somebody a nerd, or saying somebody's a loser, or talking about their weight, or being mean about losing, or being like a bully overall. I realize that those aren't things. If you see it, it's quickly
Because
talked
Bugs Bunny
about.
is kind of a bully.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. Very, it's just a lot of things that we just wouldn't go over well these days. And I thought it was interesting, like looking at that part of it. And it got me to thinking, right? I didn't realize how many characters had speech impediments.
Mm. Okay, so you got Porky, you got Daffy.
Uh, um, who else? Oh no, somebody else. Somebody else.
Taz, you could say Taz
You
in
can
a
say
way.
Taz. Yep, I was thinking Taz. Somebody else has a bit of a stutter too.
A Foghorn Leghorn, maybe.
Kind of.
I
He just
say ya,
has
I
a very
say ya, I
distinct
say
accent.
ya.
Yep, he
Uh-huh.
does. He does. Because at first I thought it was a part of just his thing of being a Southern person, but he does. It takes him a minute to get that. I say ya.
Elmer Fudd.
Elmer Fudd. Yep, that
Hmm.
was that was who I was thinking of. Elmer
Hmm.
Fudd. Um,
That's
dang, it's
enough.
it's enough. It's
That's
enough,
enough.
and it got me to thinking about that whole world of being, not as nice, and kind of being a bully and teasing others for the way that they are. I thought it was interesting, and it made me think, like, do a lot of the TV shows or the cartoons themselves go that way? Like, have they had those conversations? Even we talked about them being a little racist, right?
Yeah, I mean, but they do. Like I was saying, I've been watching The Nanny. The Nanny was out around that time. The jokes that's in this show, I'm laughing. I think they're funny, but they are also like, okay, if this was out now, this would not be on here.
Mhm.
Like even the jokes about homosexuality, about different races, about Jewish people and her characters, she is Jewish, but like the stuff, like just constantly using the term Nazi and things of that nature, it's just like,
Yeah.
okay, yeah, it's a different time, man. We living in a
Yeah,
different
you
time,
you
man.
can't get away with stuff like that anymore. And I thought that was one of those things, looking at this, although I've seen it a nice amount of times. I remember from being a kid looking at it in this 2021 time or mindset. I thought that was like an interesting point. Yeah.
It's definitely interesting. It definitely is. So I want to ask you, we kind of maybe a little bit talked about it, but maybe
Mhm.
not. What do you think, what are your predictions for Space Jam movie? Like what do you think is going to happen, how it's gonna happen? What do you think other than what we already seen in the trailer?
Right, because I was just about to, like, so I think what's gonna happen, his son. So it sounds like the classic, loosely based on life, which are kind of taken from the original Space Jam, where it's like your son doesn't want to live the life that you live, so he wants to be his own person. So I'm thinking that they must not be at home. They must be in some place that has access to this world that is not it's not just the Toon world, it's the world of, just like you said, like the internet servers, right? And I'm thinking Don Cheadle's character is this villainous like character behind the internet who runs everything, and he has control over, little does he know, he maybe even has control over LeBron's life.
Right.
And he's like, well, now I got one of your most precious things. I'm going to keep it tight. You got to do something for me. You know, like it kind of reminds me of kind of like the story trope in Tron.
Well, that's what I was about to say because it reminds me of the episode that they did on South Park that was related to Tron.
Yeah. 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 So I feel like it's gonna be loosely based like that, where you'll be stuck in our world forever. You know, you'll always be here, and may I will say that's where I'm like, I'm probably just making up stuff. I don't know, maybe I really don't know. Like, what will happen if he has to stay there forever? What will be the wager and all that stuff? I'm unsure on, but yeah, from what I'm seeing on the trailer, it seems like pretty clear cut, especially if whoever they're going to be going against are just robot versions of what's happening out in the real world. I'm wondering, will it be anybody else there that's real like LeBron? I mean, well, Don Cheadle looks to be a real person, but is he? Like,
Maybe he was, and maybe he is. This is his punishment, or maybe he got stuck in the multiverse, and this
yeah,
is what he
it's
has to
like
do
revenge. Yeah,
to like get out,
yeah. That's why
and
I
he
think
trying
it's
to
like,
get somebody else trapped in it to
yep.
get out.
And that's why I think
You
it's
know what I'm
loosely
saying?
based on kind of like that Tron, where it's like somebody who's there now, they kind of got stuck. They didn't mean to be there. Maybe they created something that they didn't plan on creating, and they made this place. And it's like, oh man, I have one of the biggest superstars in the world here with me. I can make him do whatever I want. Let's see what happens. This was a funny comment that happened earlier. Stacy talking about MJ making a cameo in the new one.
Maybe he could. All right,
The
thanks,
fact
Jaden,
that
for the
she,
follow.
the
Thank you
fact
for
that
coming
she
by.
meant to say LeBron and MJ is gonna play 1-on-1 for his heart. A little love and basketball reference for y'all out there.
I hope not.
I hope not. Thanks, Jaden, for stopping by. We appreciate it.
I hope not.
I hope
But you know
not.
how I hate that
Oh,
movie.
I know you do. Oh man,
But
I bet I want you watch it, but I'm not even gonna make you do it. I can't. I
I
can't even make you do it.
please don't, because
I'm
oof.
not. I'm
And
not.
it's
You don't
like
have to
three
do it.
hours long.
It's 4 quarters.
Mm-mm. Don't want it.
Oh
Don't
man,
need it. I don't
but
really have
no.
any predictions for the movie though. I don't really know. It's probably gonna be fast, just like the original.
Yep.
It's probably gonna have more family involvement than the last one.
Yeah, because his wife shows up. Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
like, will it be news broadcast that like LeBron's missing? You know,
Right. Because Michael Jordan, nobody even knew he was missing.
nobody gave it to him.
It
Yeah,
was just
like
like nobody gave a crap about the spaceship either. Like,
we're just not gonna mention this. It's just a lot of things that happen. Even the way Bill Murray and Larry Bird walked away from actually seeing him be sucked down into the hole.
yeah, didn't
It's just
tell
like,
no.
well, let's go finish the 9.
It's
Like,
like, how did Bill Murray get down there?
right. I think Stan went back and got him, maybe. Or I mean, Stan did dig. He's digging a divot. What are you doing?
And he's like, okay.
Okay. Just digging a big, like, I know golf courses don't play about their golf courses. Like,
No, but that wasn't even like a person that worked there.
no, right. It was another guy that was out golfing.
It's just
Like,
crazy. Those are the unanswered questions.
oh, it was so many unanswered
So many.
questions.
So many.
It made sense, like how the kids were like, they saw bugs and Daffy and they weren't tripping about it. But I thought that was interesting. And oh man, but I'll tell you one thing I couldn't get over: why they make that dog so damn big.
Because they small as hell.
But it was this one point where the kids are like in the foreground and Daffy and them are leaving and they look the same size. They didn't look like, I
Illusions.
guess, man. It was some stuff
Illusions.
like that. I was getting a little nitpicky where I'm
The
like,
room, the room went up
and they had a
on their
very modest
side.
house. I enjoyed that
Yes, they
too. They
did.
just
They
made
did.
them into a very modest family.
Normal family. Like this is Michael Jordan, but he
Mike
living on the block with everybody else,
looking
like
like Dennis the Menace neighborhood.
or
Like,
like Beethoven or something.
right, or Beethoven, right. Excuse me, if that man lived in the neighborhood like that, he would have to own the whole compound and know everybody in every house because paparazzi will be at that house every news.
Every day. It
They'll be
just
at that
seemed
house
like
every
he
day.
lived in a world where everybody knew he was Michael Jordan and
Mm-hmm.
everybody was cool with him
And they
being Michael
respect.
Jordan
Yep.
and they respected that.
Yep. Period.
It was a very
Period.
unrealistic world, but it's cool for the world of the story because it seemed like that's how it was for all the basketball players.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Interesting. It was an interesting world that they created.
It truly was. I appreciated that though. It was nice. Just like we said, definitely hit the mark of coming off like a wholesome film. And I wonder now is was that another thing of if we were to think like negatively of this, right? I love it because grew up loving basketball. I love Looney Tunes. Oh, it's all my favorite stuff. But I'm thinking about if I did not enjoy Michael Jordan. I didn't like Michael Jordan. I hated him. I thought he was egotistical. I thought, him being connected to the Jordans and all the strife that brought in so many different Black communities with the shoes and just the whole mindset of looking fresh before you got other things figured out in your life. And how, they love to say that Mike has not done anything, big, right, for anybody in communities and Black communities specifically. It makes me think, was this film kind of used as a way to be like, hey, Mike's just one of you. He's just one of the guys,
Well, I don't know. I don't think a lot of us kids, because we was kids at that time, I don't think a
Right.
lot of us realized that until after that. And honestly, I think that movie is what took him to that next level of like, I need to have these shoes right now. Jordans used to be available when I was in the 1996. I had Jordans. You know what I'm saying? They were expensive and people coveted them, but not like they did after that. I feel like after that, it just went way up for him even more. And it became like a super huge thing to have his, like having his stuff was still a big deal. Yes, it was, but I think it became a big deal for everybody after that movie came out.
Yeah, like when we talk about household name.
Correct. Yeah.
Everybody knew who Michael Jordan was after that. He wasn't just a basketball player. He was a superstar.
Stacey, what are you talking about?
Yeah, what is this? I think she's talking about when I was saying about who would hate Michael Jordan. Pistons would definitely hate Michael Jordan.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
The people from, if you're a Pistons bad boy, but that was probably during that time. And I can tell you, I watched basketball during that time. And even though you were cheering for the Pistons and you were cheering for Detroit, being from Detroit, you knew what we were up against.
Oh, yeah, I never liked the Bulls.
Yeah.
And I didn't even watch basketball then. I just know you wasn't supposed to like the Bulls.
The only time I didn't like the Bulls is when they were playing us. Other than that, I was cheering for the Bulls. Like when I went outside to play basketball, me and my cousins pretended we were the Chicago Bulls. We were their team, I never acted like Isaiah Thomas, but I did have his number in high school. So that was my ode to that's my Detroit for all my people who love to say that I don't love Detroit teams because it's hurt. It hurt. It hurt cheering for the Detroit.
So do you have any last words about the Space Jam?
Man, amazing soundtrack, amazing acting from an athlete, and just overall, just a nice way to just dip back into my nostalgia. The first time loving to go back to something from when I was a child and not feel super old. I felt proud almost like,
Yeah.
hell yeah, that's during my time. Like that's when
Yeah,
I
it's
was
like
a
watching the
kid.
Power Rangers.
Yes, yes. It was like watching the Power Rangers, watching something, even though Rocket Power is still a little up into my, further into my maybe teenage years, but still, like it just felt like watching Nickelodeon, Doug, just it felt good. It didn't make me feel like, oh man, like, oh man, I'm old as hell. It didn't make me feel like that. Oh, that's what's up, Stacy. I'm glad we inspiring for your DJ set.
Oh, well, that's good, girl, because I want to hear the tunes, okay? I want to hear the
Hey,
tunes because
let's
you got
get
to
it
play. Let's
popping.
welcome to the jam. Come on and slam if you want to jam. Hey,
Mm.
come on and
Mhm.
slam. And okay, because
So
I'll
we
get into that.
so
Like,
earlier we were saying that instead of doing quotes, we would maybe talk about like our favorite memory of Space Jam. And I know you mentioned that you probably didn't have a very like distinct one, but what
oh,
do
yeah.
you?
I just remember like listening to that soundtrack. Like I was telling Toya earlier that soundtrack is still at my mom's house right now. And I just remember being in the car with my mom and my stepdad, and we would listen to it on repeat. Like I just remember listening to the soundtrack on repeat, and like whatever Space Jam related memorabilia that I wanted,
Mm-hmm.
they had no problem with getting it for
Getting
me.
it,
Like,
yeah.
you want the sheets, you want the comforters, fine. The only thing I didn't get is that damn Lola Bunny jersey. Now that I think
Man.
about it, that's the only thing that I did not get because it was so expensive and they were selling out everywhere and they
Mm-hmm.
couldn't get it. And
Yep.
I wanted Lola, and Lola was the only girl, so Lola was always sold out. My
All
mom
Lola
was
was
like, I
always.
remember she told me, she was like, well, if you want Daffy, or did I say Daffy? Is that his name? Okay.
Yeah, but it's just
Okay.
because of course out of all of the Daffy would be the one that's left.
Yeah, like I was like, no, I don't want Daffy. I didn't want
No,
Bugs.
look, Daffy.
I wouldn't even settle for Bugs.
Dang.
I wanted Lola, and if I
Yeah,
couldn't have
the
Lola,
Lola's
I
went
did
'cause I
not want
remember
it.
one in Lola too. I remember one in Lola too. And then if I'm not mistaken, I know for a fact that it was a Halloween costume, and I really wanted that. But that was mm-mm.
But trust, if I had it, then I would still have it now, just like
On
these guys.
period. Yes, yes. I unfortunately don't have any like very distinct memories connected to it, but all I can say is when I watch this, a lot of good feelings like welled up in me, and so I know that I just have like really good feelings about this movie itself, and it just took me back to '96 and being like a preteen, like
Slam,
welcome to the gym, and
jam,
and 6 and 9
slam.
boys, like it just took me back to the
Yeah,
Tootsie Roll and just like
yeah, it really did.
being a kid,
Oh
bro.
my
Like,
God, it really did. That whole opening scene, I was just like, "Hey, you, what you gonna do? Hey, you, what you gonna do?" The whole intro, I danced. Can't even
for
lie.
real,
I
for
just danced the
real.
whole time. And then when the movie was going off, I listened to all the songs until the
Mm-hmm.
credits were done.
Yes, and so I was very surprised to see that Monica. I got to put her for you. I will. I didn't realize that that was on the soundtrack.
Really?
Yes,
Because the video is her in a movie theater watching the movie.
yes. It all came back to me once I started.
Now,
Like,
what I will say, a fun fact that I learned about the soundtrack is I did
mhm.
not know that I Turned to You was a remake. I didn't know Christina Aguilera remade
Really?
that song.
Oh yeah, because let me see. All
All
for
for
One
One
made
originally.
that. Oh,
Yes.
I loved me some All for One.
That was my fun fact
Like
for the
I said,
evening.
just take me back to being a kid. I'm not known for remembering a lot about my childhood. Not that I was traumatized or anything. I just have a really bad memory and I can't always connect stuff all the time. But man, like this right here, it brought back a flood of stuff. Like it just brought back a flood of things. Like the
Definitely.
music I listened to, the things that I wore, the food that I ate, the person that I thought I wanted to be that, at the age I am now. Like it brought back all of that stuff for me. And it's just a good old just nostalgia wrapped in 90s advertisement and new age technology with green screen. Cause sometimes Mike wasn't looking right at the aliens. Like you wasn't looking right at them. You were like, what are you looking at, dude?
Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. So what we watching next week?
That's a good question.
I did not bring anything to the table.
Hold on.
This is your arena, so
It is. I would love to do something maybe more drama, something a little bit more serious. I don't know why immediately Rudy came in my head. I do not want to watch Rudy though.
with the dude from Lord of the Rings?
Yes. He's like a water boy in Notre Dame that plays one game. Like,
Yeah, I
the
haven't seen that
quintessential
since a long
like
time
a
ago.
more serious version of Waterboy.
Okay, so we have watched literally 2 Denzel Washington
We have,
movies since we started.
I'm like,
So, I mean, we could do Remember the
I
Titans.
was just thinking that we can go Remember
You
the
must be
Titans.
outside your mind, boy. With
Oh,
a
love
little,
and
a
that you and
young,
that gun.
yeah, with a young Ryan Gosling and a young Hayden Panettiere. We
Talk
could watch
about it.
that.
I like the idea that, and it's a Disney film, so we know we got access to it because it's on the plus.
Yeah, or like, cause that's dramatic. What else? Is The Longest Yard dramatic? Oh, I'm not watching the
No, it's
one where the boy died. I'm not watching that one. We
what?
going to the chip. I'm not watching that Keanu Reeves
Yeah, a
film.
hardball.
I'm not watching that one.
But
Cause that
hardball.
movie messed me up, and I'm not doing it.
Yeah, I definitely cried when I watched that in the theaters. Jarrell, we all went to go see that together. cried.
Yeah, no, I'm not doing
Like,
that.
oh, little G.
Yeah, no.
Oh man,
What
I'm mad
else?
because I had a movie in my head and
Any suggestions in the chat? Any
yeah. Any
suggestions of
suggestions? Come
sports
on, hit us with
films?
something, Devin,
Um,
Stacy.
um, what else? Dramatic.
Airbud. No, I'm just playing.
I'm like, wait, is that dramatic? Does the dog die? I'm like, does the dog die? I'm
Probably. That's Bud,
no,
guys. They try to
no.
replace Bud.
What about Little Giants? It's not dramatic.
It's not, but yes.
Oh, is it a women's basketball movie out
Nope. The
there?
closest thing you're gonna get to that is Love and Basketball, girl.
Baseball. I can't read. A League of Their Own.
Yeah, League of Their Own. Okay, any
I
given
would watch
Sunday.
that. Nah, I love A League of Their Own with a good old Gina
You
Davis.
know what? I haven't seen. I think I can say that I've never seen.
And it is drama. It's drama in there.
I believe that I can say that I've never seen that. If I have,
Woo!
maybe once, like
Any given Sunday. Oh Lord,
that's a drama one.
Drama on set, off the set, behind the scenes.
Right? Yeah, they had so much going on in that damn movie.
No, I'm here for A League of Their Own.
One of my I'm here for A League of Their Own. Either since we were on that girl thing, I was thinking about Blue Crush.
Oh God.
That is a movie that is like it gets crushed, but boy oh boy do I like that movie. It's just something about
Paul
it.
Walker, a late Paul Walker is in that film.
I think it's because no, Paul Walker's not in it. It's some guy that kind of looks like him.
Oh, I thought you.
Faison Love in it though.
Oh, it's on HBOmax too, so we actually could watch A League of Their Own.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, Blue Crush is one of those movies where it's like, what's baby girl's name from Michelle Rodriguez? She's in it.
Have I ever seen that? Is it a drama?
Yeah. It's like this girl who wants to be a pro surfer and just kind of like the woes of trying to be a pro surfer. I think what I like about it is like the environment that they create, and I just always like it's so beautiful. Hawaii looks great. Like it just looks amazing. So, and it looks so cool when they be underwater and they do a lot of the surfing scenes and stuff. But yeah, A League of Their Own sounds like the one.
Yes, this used to be our playground.
Let's do it. We watching A League of Their Own.
That was my Madonna Discovery Time.
Really? Oh, that's
Mhm,
lit. I'm excited.
mhm.
I definitely seen either bits and pieces of it, or I probably seen some of it one time. So it would be nice to kind of be refreshed and go
Oh,
back.
yeah, great.
And it's
Gina
like,
Davis, Madonna,
I mean, so many people
somebody
in it.
else who I can't picture in my mind right now. Yeah,
There's
it's a
so
good
many people
film.
in it. It's a
It
good
is it's a
film.
lot of people in that movie. Old girl from Orange is New Black is in it, the one who had the glasses who was crazy. I can't think of what her name is right
Uh,
now. Tank
I know,
Girl, I think
I
is
know what
her
you're
name.
talking about.
Yeah,
I don't know
she's
what
in
you're
it too.
talking about, but yeah, it's a good
Um,
one.
yes, I'm with that.
The homie
Yes.
Tom Hanks in it too. Yeah,
Oh yeah, Tom
yeah,
Hanks is in
Tom
it.
Hanks.
Shit, I forgot. Yeah, but he's in that
Yeah.
too. He the coach or something, I think.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yes. No,
Let's
I'm
do it.
with it. So, so we're gonna watch A League of Their Own next week
Mm-hmm.
on the 15th. What are we gonna watch? Let's just are we watching something next? When do we leave?
Oh, we got to tell the people what's
We
happening.
watching something on the 22nd though.
Oh, yeah, right. Because it's still another.
Are we just ready to go? We
Yeah.
ready to go.
Yep. I'm just ready to go. If you haven't realized, we're going on a trip. I think we mentioned a little bit of it, but we're gonna be in a little secret location. We'll let y'all know when we let y'all know. But yeah, we're gonna have to do a special episode. So uh hmm. I'm so mad because I felt like I had this other movie in mind, but it's totally has slipped my mind. It's just not there anymore.
All right, so we'll figure out what we're gonna watch on the
Ooh,
22nd next
yeah.
week, and we'll give more deets about our special episode in a secret location the week after that. Yeah. So, Toya, tell the people what you need to tell them.
I mean, per usual, I am always on my grind at Point of View Finder for my IG and I'm sorry, it's the same thing. And my YouTube, posting up content as much as possible, always doing things over at Books We Should Have Read. Please join our online book community. It's the best book club you never thought you knew you need to be a part of. We got stuff going over at Misfit Academics. Again, all you just gotta do is go over to my Latoya Coates Instagram and you follow me. You'll see all these things and see what's happening. And yeah, I'm bike riding and enjoying this weather. I'm taking pictures.
Yeah. Well, Siobhan Chevy. What am I doing? What am I doing?
You have your show on
Oh
Wednesday.
yeah, yeah,
That's
yeah, yeah, yeah.
going.
Okay, so on Wednesday nights, I go live with Willie Styles on GFT Radio on Twitch. I believe it's GFT Radio on Twitch.
Mm.
We talk about the Falcon and the Winter Soldier show that is on Disney Plus. That is a Marvel special. We have
Mm.
3 more episodes because there are 3 more episodes of the show. We go live at 9 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. And what else am I doing with my life? I take pictures and I just was inspired by finding these toys about something that I want to do
Ooh.
on my little Instagram. So follow
Ow.
me. And also I just did this video for this birthday party and people really like it. That's another story because I didn't really like it, but people really like it. So that's pretty good. Like people want to use it for promo and stuff. So
Yes.
I love that.
Yes.
Anyway, that's neither here nor there. Just follow me on S the Superstar on my Instagram. Follow me here on Twitch and follow or subscribe, I should say, to the Two Snaps in a Circle YouTube page, where if you just like us so much that you want to go back and watch this again, bless your heart and I love you, and do that. So I just want to say thank you to everybody who came to the chat today. Help me say all these people.
We got Stacy, Tanya, Rail, the homie Jaden came in. Mind you, these are Jaden and Tanya are from the UK and they're on a different time zone. So like they stayed up late to watch us. It's 2 a.m. Like, and they stayed around with us. Who else was up in here? Of course, Devin, family, and that's all. Oh, the homegirl Dashweiser, my homegirl Ashley. That's the Books We Should Have Read.
And
Yeah.
whomever else that we may have missed, thank you
Yes.
so much for tuning in to Two Snaps and a Scissorcle, because I can't do it. Toya has it. And we will see you guys next Thursday
Yeah.
at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We will be here, and we probably will give out another sticker at the end of the month because, that's
Y'all
our thing
deserve
now.
it.
That's our thing now. All right. Bye, you guys.